The history of Kleenex, a brand best known for its soft and convenient tissue papers, is not as simple and uneventful as one might expect. In fact, the story of Kleenex is a dark and intriguing one, filled with tales of asbestos, smoking, and social taboos. Kleenex was first introduced by the Kimberly-Clark Corporation in 1924 in the form of a substitute for cold cream. The company realized that they could use the same soft and absorbent material that they had developed for their surgical dressing to make a disposable tissue product. Initially marketed as a way to remove makeup, the new product found its true calling during the influenza epidemic of 1924 when it was marketed as a way to prevent the spread of germs. The popularity of Kleenex as a facial tissue increased exponentially with the end of World War II. The product was advertised as a must-have convenience for busy, modern women who were often out and about and in need of a disposable and practical hygienic solution. By the 1950s, Kleenex had become a household name, with the product appearing everywhere from homes to offices to public restrooms. However, despite its widespread popularity, Kleenex has a dark history that many people are not aware of. The first major scandal involving the tissue was in the early 1970s, when it was discovered that the product contained asbestos. Asbestos, a naturally occurring mineral, was commonly used in insulation and construction materials at the time due to its fire-resistant properties. However, it was later found to cause cancer, particularly in the form of mesothelioma, and was banned in the United States and other countries. Kimberly-Clark claimed that the asbestos found in their tissue products was a result of contamination during the manufacturing process, and that the levels were too low to pose any real danger. However, this claim was disputed by health experts, who warned that even small amounts of asbestos could cause harm over time. In response, the company eventually removed asbestos from all of its products and paid out hundreds of millions of dollars in settlement fees to those who had been affected. In the 1980s, Kleenex was involved in another scandal, this time related to smoking. The company had long used smoking as a marketing tool for their tissues, claiming that Kleenex was the perfect solution for those who needed to discreetly dispose of cigarette butts. However, as the dangers of smoking became more widely known, this marketing message became increasingly inappropriate and insensitive. In response to criticism, Kimberly-Clark eventually stopped using tobacco in their advertisements, but not before the damage was done. The company's association with smoking had made Kleenex seem dated and out of touch with modern health concerns, and the brand struggled to recover its once glowing reputation. But perhaps the most interesting aspect of Kleenex's history is its association with social taboos. For many years, the company marketed their tissues as a discreet way to deal with embarrassing bodily functions, such as nose blowing and menstruation. In fact, Kleenex was originally marketed as a sanitary napkin, a term that was considered taboo at the time. However, as society became more open and accepting of such things, Kleenex was forced to change its marketing tactics. The product was rebranded as a facial tissue, a term that was more in line with its actual use, and the idea of using Kleenex for personal hygiene purposes was gradually phased out. Today, Kleenex is still one of the most popular tissue brands in the world, with a reputation for softness, convenience, and reliability. However, its past scandals and associations with social taboos serve as a reminder that even the most mundane of products can have a complex and intriguing history. In conclusion, the history of Kleenex is far from straightforward. From its association with asbestos and smoking to its controversial marketing tactics, the story of this everyday product is a lesson in the complexities of branding, marketing, and social norms. As we continue to use Kleenex on a daily basis, it is worth remembering the dark and fascinating history behind this seemingly simple product.